Today, we're going to start our Mouse 3 comic project. Let's learn how to use the Type tool in Photoshop. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Mouse 3 project in our email, and we're going to scroll to the bottom until we see Mouse 3 template. It's a PSD file. You're going to click download, and it's going to download most likely to the downloads folder in your My Documents folder. So we'll just save it right there. And when we get there, what we're going to do is once it's downloaded, we'll open up Photoshop. And you're going to go to File, and then Open, and then you're going to make sure you find that Downloads folder. It's in My Documents, Alphabetical, and Mouse 3 template. You're going to press Open, and once it's opened, I can see that it's at 33%. To zoom in, you want to hold Alt, and then roll the mouse wheel. When we do that, I can see that we can zoom in quite a bit, but let's zoom out a little bit, and then zoom back in on the upper left hand corner. We see Artie in these panels. We don't see ourselves, but that's going to change pretty soon. Next, you're going to return to your email, and then you're going to open up Google Docs, and you're going to find your script. So here's mine, and I'm going to go through and highlight just the very first line of text. This is Artie speaking. Once it's highlighted, you're going to press Control-C to copy, return to Photoshop. On the left side of the screen, we see our toolbar. You're going to click on the T, which stands for type, and you're going to want to make sure that the font is Times New Roman, size 12 in black. Click once, and I see the cursor's blinking. I'm going to press Control-V to paste, and it looks pretty good. I'm going to do something called a line break, which means I'm going to split this text into two lines. I'm going to click right in the middle and press Enter. That looks good. So, a few things. When we see a line underneath the text, that means that we can edit and modify it. And when we're done with it, we're going to click Check, and the line disappears. If we want to go back and edit it some more for whatever reason, move it for instance, you pull the mouse away, and the icon turns into what looks like the Move tool, the black arrow. And once you pull it away, and then you click and drag, we can move the text anywhere you want. So, this looks pretty good. Now this is left aligned. I think we're going to make the next set of text right aligned. So let's go back to Google Docs. And I see that I'm going to be responding. Today we're not going to be putting photos in. We're going to do it tomorrow. So Control-C to copy. I'm going to click once again, just anywhere. I'm going to press Control-V to paste. So I can do a couple things. If I click right here, for instance, I can see that it's lined up against the left side. Let's try something. Okay, so we can see that it's lined up against the left side. This means it's left aligned. If we highlight it and then click right here, this is the right align text. It's going to make it so it's lined up against, the left side. So I'm going to click once more. Made a mistake, that's okay, just try it again. And actually that looks pretty good. So I'm going to highlight it and click right align. Nice. I'm going to actually do a little bit of editing. So check this out. If I press backspace and then enter right here, it's right aligned. And I like this. This looks good. So I'm going to put this about right there. And we want to make sure that we have enough space when we start adding dialog bubbles and photos. So a photo of me is going to go right here. Dialog bubble is going to go right there. We'll talk more about that at a later date. So I'm going to continue adding text. And this is actually going to be a flashback. So this text I know is going to be in a caption box as opposed to a dialog bubble, but I can see that the type tool is selected. I'm just going to click once. And then it went to the left actually because it's right aligned. If I press Control-A and click left align, looks good. I'm going to click right there. I'm going to click Enter. And this is where I want the text. For this one, I'm going to press Check. I can see that it's confirmed. Again, if we need to modify the text, click on it once again. It's underlined. I can pull the mouse away, move the text anywhere I want. And I'm going to press Check. We're off to a good start. Once we finish adding text to the image, we're going to need to save it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, save as, and then here I see we're in the downloads folder. I'm gonna go to my documents, and I see this little folder right here with the red star. It says create new folder, and I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna write my first and last name, and then press enter, and then press enter once more. I see that the format is a PSD. It's a Photoshop file, which is good, but we're gonna change the file name, and you've got to do this. You can leave it so it says mouse3, but write your first name and last name in the file name. So I'm changing it to Andrew Drozd mouse3 template. Now I'm going to press save, and great, we're good for today.